wearing red shirts today.
We do both have red shirts, Mary.
That's true.
Thank you. And Mary's got on her Girl World shirt on because we're going back into Girl World. Mary's been telling me for like 2 weeks about how Foodie Beauty is on the run from the law, and other people have been covering it, but they don't know the half of it. And she's here to tell us the other half of it. It's all over a cat. She had a cat and she's trying to keep it alive, or she claims she is, and taking suggestions, she's taking donations, and that's illegal where she is. Mary's gonna tell us all about it.
Like, I need to get out of this country, man.
All right, so Mary, get out of here. Go grab your microphone.
Don't go sit in a chair, whatever you
Definitely
do.
do not sit down. Not allowed.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, who we have done... Have we done 1 or 2 videos on her before? I can't remember, but
as soon as we make them, I forget. I don't know.
I have told you guys about her before. She's a very interesting live streamer / mukbanger person from Canada. 2 weeks ago, she took a kitten off the streets of Kuwait. And she said that this kitten is so sick, this kitten is going to die if she doesn't take this kitten. And then she said it costs so much money to take care of this kitten, so everyone needs to give her some money, give her some donations, send it to her PayPal. She accepted, I don't know, like maybe $1,000 worth of PayPal donations.
$1,000?
Yeah, she got quite a few. I think, if I wanted to be exact, I think somebody added it up and it was just over 700, but it was quite a lot.
Okay, well, first question I got is, why is she in Kuwait?
Why is she in Kuwait? Well, she moved to Kuwait 3 years ago, remember, to be with her husband, Salah, who is from Syria. So
she's been there for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay,
Salah is Syrian. He is a permanent resident of Kuwait. Chantal is Canadian, and she is living in Kuwait on a tourist visa.
For 3 years?
Every now and then, she has to leave the country. She's gone to Thailand. She's gone to back to Canada. She's gone to various other countries so that then she can come back to Kuwait and her tourist time restarts.
That's not how it works, though. Don't you get like gone for like 6 months before you can just come back?
Yeah, it is something like that. So you're off to a good start in that this is shady behavior, right?
Just making sure.
All right.
These compilations were made by Hectic Llama, and they're so helpful because these live streams were like hours and hours and hours long. Hectic Llama did a great job of putting this all down.
Music has evolved right alongside humanity, and according to actual archaeology, that journey goes back to the end of the Upper Paleolithic period. That's right, scientists found flutes made of bone and ivory that are over 40,000 years old. Now, this discovery eventually led to modern masterpieces like Diggy Diggy Hole, but I always wondered, what did the sound quality actually sound like back then? But then I realized, I don't care. There's no way it sounded as good as my new Raycon Everyday Earbuds. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds are comfy, secure, and the sound clean as a whistle at a Baptist picnic. Music, podcasts, calls, whatever I'm doing, it just hits different with ease. Let's talk about the wizardry that's the battery life real quick. 32 hours total. 10-minute quick charge gets you 90 minutes of play. And get this, I can pair them with 2 devices at once. That means I'm flipping between crime podcasts and pretending I'm paying attention to a meeting I'm in without ever taking them out. Check out this case. It's sleek, wireless charging ready, and I don't have to take the cover off. I got mine in this blue Galaxy, which is pretty cool. Boop, boop. So do your ears a favor. Go to buyraycon.com/CinnamonToast to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Or click the link in the description right now for some premium audio quality. Thanks, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. You keep my world quiet and my playlist loud.
I don't know if we can afford another cat. If we take her, will you guys help us? Like, for real? Start a GoFundMe? No, we could just do my PayPal if you guys want to send money to the pay.
She's been there, who knows if it's legit or not, but she's been there.
Yeah, she's been there.
And then she saw this cat that walked by and she was like, oh boy, I'm about to get so many donations. Ooh,
That's her get rich quick screen.
Milk this cat. And so that it's, what part of that is illegal? The asking for donations?
Taking the cat off the streets is illegal already by itself. Yep. Okay. And then asking for donations of any kind, unless you are a registered charity, like a proper organization, it is illegal to ask for donations in Kuwait.
Babe, can you pin my PayPal? Just if you guys want to help.
All right.
You might think that that's like a bit of a weird law. I think it's a relatively new law, but it's the law. And
She's probably like the first person to ever get in trouble for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
For trying to be nice and help them. If they're not suing me because I'm not paying a dime. Like, I need to get out of this country, man. Which country villainizes people for trying to help?
Kuwait currently has a total ban on charitable donations and fundraising because of rampant issues with embezzlement.
Oh, wow.
Who does that? Well, there's a lot of embezzlement going on right now, or shady individuals asking for donations to help a cat that they're not like really doing that for, Which I also love, like the begging the question kind of thing, like villainizing the country. What kind of country would dare? Like I'm so kind and charitable. How dare they? I gotta flee.
Also, she pretends that like people in the chat weren't letting her know while she was doing it. Like, hey, you shouldn't do that. That's like against the law.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I didn't have any idea. They told you.
They told her so many times, and she just kept saying, well, report me then. Report me then. And they're like, okay. I guess I will.
Are you sure?
For someone who's been living there for 3 years, she should know that that's illegal. But that's like her regular business. She readily accepts donations directly to her PayPal. Right. She doesn't want them going through YouTube because then she has to give YouTube a cut. She has her donations go directly to her PayPal every time she live streams, and she live streams every single day.
All right, so we're called up. We know what the situation is. And doesn't she like ask for donations for like everything though while she's over there? Doesn't she like?
Yes.
You want me to eat something? Give me some money.
Yeah. She'll say, I really feel like having a taco. Can you guys give me some money and I'll go eat tacos for you?
I'll go eat tacos for you.
That's her thing, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Foodie beauty.
I think it's like what the fetish community eating thing or something like that. The mukbangers. Okay. Now we understand what's going on. This crime against humanity has happened.
Cat smuggler.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This cat probably isn't even sick.
That is also correct. The cat was not even sick.
Well, how do you know the cat wasn't sick?
She said that she took the cat to a vet. She did not actually take the cat to a vet. She took the cat to...
But wait, did she ask for money for the vet bills?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep. She accepted money to take it to the vet and to pay a vet bill. She did not take it to a vet. She took it to an animal pharmacy where they just bought some antibiotics or something like that.
Okay, well, they did get something, I guess.
They did spend some of the donation money on cat appropriate items, but it was not fully honest, to say the least. We know for a fact the cat was not sick because an actual reputable animal charity called Paws Kuwait picked up the cat and its sibling and its mother and had them fully vet checked like within 24 hours of Chantal taking it and then putting it back on the street. And they said that it was perfectly healthy. But also you can tell by looking at the kitten, there was nothing wrong with the kitten.
And Mary, you got the clip here. Here's the cat. There it is. Look at it. It's almost dead. It's starving. It's a perfectly normal cat.
It's having fun exploring kitten.
Yeah, over the course of the rescue, that cat was trying so hard to get away from her and to get back to its mom. Like it was like clawing at her hijab. Yeah, that cat's trying so hard to get away. It is definitely not a little sick kitten.
I got a thought. This might not be appropriate, Mary. You can correct me, but I feel like Foodie Beauty is probably like the last person that needs to be judging if someone's starving or not. You know, like you think she just like look at something else and be like, it's malnourished, it's dying, it's starving, or do you think like she has like a warped perspective from her lifestyle? You know?
Well, I don't think that any of her previous pets have been malnourished. I can say that she's had
Are they
cats.
fat pets?
Yeah, she's had plenty of cats before, and she doesn't take good care of them. She's had cats taken away from her before for having their nails grown into their feet pads and like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the cats are not flourishing within Chantal's care.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I was getting at. Is like, food is love, so you know
She feeds them.
Those animals need to be fed. So she got this malnourished cat she's trying to save. She's trying to do the good thing, right? And then it's illegal. Like, you know, it's illegal, and people are talking about reporting her. Surely she won't just flee the country or try to, or, claim that she will like every other content creator, right?
She claims that that is exactly what she will do. She claims that she's just going to go back to Canada, and if saving a cat is illegal, then that's not a country that she wants to be in.
And surely she didn't just live stream this so every authority can just watch it and get proof, right?
Do you think anyone's gonna give a shit? And if they deport me for that, I'll be taking the kitten with me. Oh well.
Hold on a minute. You're telling me that Foodie Beauty is going to run away? Because I thought she's running anywhere.
So this all actually, like I said, this happened 2 weeks ago, right? We actually have no idea if she ran or not because she's gone completely silent. Yes.
I got her. It's over with.
As soon as Pause Kuwait said that they were actually going to take this and she will face legal consequences for all of these things, she just hasn't posted anything. She's not made a community post. She's not made a video. She's not done a live stream. She's not done a cameo. She's denied cameo requests.
Sure, her lawyer was like, do not.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. People are thinking that she actually got some good advice for once, which is just, can you please shut up? Yeah. This is very, very, very unlike Foodie Beauty behavior. She's not in Canada. She's in Kuwait. And this, spoiler alert, that accepting the donations and taking the cat are not the only laws that Chantel has broken.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Now that they've opened the can of worms, they're going to start looking at everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now that she did this one thing, taking this kitten off the street, this was the catalyst, excuse the pun, to a massive snowball effect where Pause Kuwait has just taken it upon themselves to go back through previous videos, previous live streams. They're probably well into the forums, translating everything into Arabic. And they've found out that she used to do adult content, multiple traffic violations. She's live streamed herself.
She ran red lights.
Yes, literally. She's been live streaming herself making traffic mistakes.
So in Kuwait?
And yes, in Kuwait over the past 3 years that she's been living there. And she just kind of does stuff like this all the time. And I don't think she's ever faced any kind of legal consequence. I mean, let's take it all the way back. The reason she moved to Kuwait was a tax evasion sort of a thing.
Allegedly,
she did not want to live in Canada because she didn't want to pay Canadian tax, residency taxes, which I don't know how she's avoiding that. She's still a Canadian resident. I
don't know the rules. I know for America, it doesn't matter where you live, you're paying American taxes.
Yeah, for sure.
She didn't ask for any. What? Not one time.
No.
Didn't happen.
No.
See, those are donations. That's just how she
help me.
That's just income. That she's on a visitations visit, so she can't technically make income while she's there. But that's why her YouTube channel is still located in Canada, so that she can.
Right.
She just gets shady. So Pause Kuwait on their Instagram here took pictures of the cat and talked about how they've helped him. They picked him up. Yeah. Anyone currently asking for donations on behalf of this kitten and her mother are not associated with our team in any way. Meanwhile, all the parts that I've seen so far from the kitten, the mom's not even there. She's just like, cat, I'm adopting this cat, but never actually adopting it. Well, let's watch what her response was to this surprising news that Pause Kuwait rescued these cats. I say rescued because I don't think they actually they look fine.
Yeah, they gave them some food.
Either way, good guys.
I guess they're being rescued. They've been rescued. There's this big drama post on their page, we are dealing legally with people asking for illegal donations for the cat. What? I hope they're not referring to me because I did not do that whatsoever. What?
But she didn't even ask for donations, Dane. She shouldn't do anything illegal.
Nothing. No.
People trying to report her. No, she didn't do anything right. It's like weaponized ignorance, right? It's I want to do a good thing and help this animal. Obviously, that is a good thing to do, but everything else around it is obviously not what was happening.
I also just want to put in, I don't think she just wanted to go and do a good thing. I think she just likes having pet cats. She already has one pet cat, Julia, who's pissing all over her floor. Like she talks all the time, oh, Julia just pissed on the floor again. She just wanted another kitten. She only put the cat back because enough people said, you will go to prison for this. And then she put the cat back.
Gotcha.
She fully took the cat with the intent of keeping that cat. Right. She wanted another cat just for herself.
Well, my point is that it's one of those classic situations where like the underlining like actual goal is kind of just mixed in with like a bleeding heart, you know. Oh,
also she really, really, really wanted the kitten to be a girl because Julia is a girl, obviously, and they couldn't be bothered to get either of the cats desexed. So
I gotta take donations, right?
So when they found out that the kitten was actually a boy kitten, I think that also helped her with the decision of putting it back on the street. She wanted to find herself a girl kitten.
Maybe.
What? I'm not getting off. Don't tell me to get off.
Husband, partner, whatever it is like, you should stop.
Yo, get offline.
Get offline. Like, no, I'm going to continue to dig this hole.
Yeah, Salah tried many times to stop her, but he also happily posted that PayPal link in the chat many times too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Take the cat, and people said they would help with money to bring him to the vet. But it's okay for that organization to ask for donations.
It's one of my common like biggest complaint, like my biggest pet peeves when it comes to anyone associated with Girl World. It's like they think their audience is just dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
There's like no the people watching you like more often than not are probably smarter than the actual content creator. But you treat them like you can just tell them whatever and that they'll just like blindly accept it, even though they have eyeballs, they can see what the situation is.
Yeah.
And you have like a track record of how you've acted in the past that they can compare it to. And it's just like Amberlynn Reed, everyone knows exactly what she's going to do before she does it. And then every time she's like, oh,
Gore World, baby.
Maybe that's part of like a locale persona where like it's obviously going to go this way, but you just like lean into it anyway because that's your content. I don't know. I don't know. It annoys me.
Good luck. Send the law after me. I'm getting out of here. Honestly, I'm not staying here. Legal trouble for helping a kitten from dying. Like, no way. Nope. Seriously, need to get out of here. I can't. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here.
Goodness gracious. Now she's being silenced.
Wow.
Yes, being silenced in like potential legal situations is you have the right actually at least in America.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
To remain silent.
You dare tell her she has the right to do that.
Heck, our comments earlier about they talk about her running away. She's like fuming right now. How dare you?
I love how she's like, send the law. You know what? I gotta get out of here. The law's on the way. I think they did. I gotta go. Whoops.
I received like $70 in PayPal, and I used like $50 or more for the.
You talk about like how much money she's made. She's like, I made like $70 from like this one live stream that's got like 274 at the bottom.
Yeah. So when she says things like that are just so obviously lies, it's really, really easy to prove it wrong. And that gives these commentary channels so much motivation to actually like, let's add up all these donations and see the total.
Well, that's one of the things, like, I guess kind of what I was touching on is like these girls, like, I always like wonder like how much of it is it on purpose or are they just that dumb?
I think that they can't help but lie. Like her and Amberlynn, I think that it's so in their psyche to just be defensive and their defense is to lie that they just do it.
And until they get proven wrong and then they become the victim, right?
And then they'll say like, well, that's not what I meant. But when you say something so clearly, like I made like $70, when you can see it pop up on the screen, like blah, blah, just donated $200, blah, blah, just donated like, it's
well, the other part, I don't know if
crazy.
that little number down there is like donate or it's been deleted, but like just how much like the super chat was or something like that.
That's probably just super chats. That's probably just super chats.
Well, because that's like different than, I don't think it would track someone's PayPal
No.
Yeah, no, that's correct. That's why I couldn't tell you the exact amount that was sent to her PayPal, but we can tell you the exact amount that was super chatted.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's all the gray area stuff. It's like, it wasn't donations. It's my income because it goes through my YouTube, which is my job.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. I know where she's going with all this. You know.
Trying to be slick.
A little slick, you know. It's like making donations to other Twitch streamers. Like if you're a content creator and you give money to another content creator, like I use the one like Mr. Beast gave $10,000 to Ninja. You can write that off on your taxes as like marketing. You know, so it's like, that's marketing because it is like you can get your name on there. Like you write it off. There's all kinds of little tricky things you can do, or that the people try to do. Like it could like even like watches. Like you have a watch that you wear and you like try to write it off because you wear it in your videos. But then the accountant's going to be like, so do you like wear it not in your videos? And then they'll go, well, they can't prove that. You know, there's a lot of super gray area stuff that content creators try to do.
8 KD
That's not bad.
for check on him, check everything, and the antibiotic.
Okay.
$26 to do everything.
Yeah, that's another thing of her just blatantly lying. She said it was a vet, but because she was literally on a live stream, people know exactly where she went. Like, people can just look it up on Google Maps.
So like Paul's Kuwait's got another post here, and it's like, a rescuer saved both the kitten and her mother together, so why did someone else take the kitten away from her stable, non-critical mother? The goal was truly to help. Why wasn't the mother taken too? Why wasn't any proper update like a vet or confirmation or hospital video shared? Even Paul's Kuwait's like, this is shady.
Yeah. So a few people wanted to kind of criticize Pause Kuwait for just how personal they've been getting with all of their posts. Whoever runs that organization obviously took a look at Chantel's stuff and was like, F you. Like, she's... Yeah,
that's like I don't know. I guess I understand, but like kind of a weird thing. He's like, how dare they get like so personal as a company? Well, I think it's just an individual situation they're pointing out and like spearheading in the situation, right? Of
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've posted stuff on their Instagram that says like, I am a Muslim woman, and here is Chantel like parading around pretending to be a Muslim woman, scamming people, swearing, like
it's
just like living this kind of lifestyle that's really not appreciated in Kuwait.
Yeah, that's just like the regular American audience, like putting regular American or even Canadian like values onto another country. It's just like, whatever. It's like, okay, yeah. That's weird they do this here in Kuwait. Anyway.
Country that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else, Mary, or is that so all we know right now is that she's been radio silent for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
well, probably more at this point by the time the video comes out. It's probably like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah, so Chantel's been radio silent. Pause Kuwait has not been radio silent. They've been very, very public, posting all of their official legal documents, which they are in Arabic, but if you just click on that link there to the Reddit, someone's translated them. I think the official things that they were listing on their lawsuit, the soliciting donations, her previous adult entertainment work, and the filming of private government property. And I think she filmed like oil fields or something and posted that onto her channel. So those are the things she's going to be charged with. She could face up to 5 years in prison.
All right, so if you hadn't heard from her in like 2.5 weeks or whatever, they're trying to get her for just like making money on the YouTube channel while she's there on her tourist visa. Probably how long she's been like. It's Paul's Kuwait, right? That's like pressing the lawsuit.
Yes, they're the ones who are they're charging it as being a private citizen pressing the suit. Yeah.
Okay, got you. And then also in Kuwait, this is on the Reddit. This is like the sky, and so that could be another reason we haven't heard from her in 2 weeks. Also, just it's pretty hot and heavy over there right now. So.
Yeah. I don't know if that was Paul's Kuwait shooting those at. You taking our cats? Blow!
So maybe she just can't, flee the country because how is she going to, right? It's me, Super Dark Ken, with beep, 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 breaking news. There's been an update. Oh my gosh. Old Foodie View is missing for like 2 weeks. But now, today, she suddenly showed up in Canada again. And Mary, has all the updates for us. There you go.
Yeah, of course. She went live today and announced that she is back in Canada. She herself admits to being medicated in the live, and she seemed to get gradually more medicated as the live went on. So
When did she leave? When did she escape?
she said she left the day after her last live in Kuwait. She said that she
And that was like 2 weeks ago.
yes,
Right? Okay.
2 weeks ago. She said she booked that plane ticket. Well, she says she told Salah, she's like, buy me a ticket back to Canada. I am out. She left her husband behind. He is still, and her cat Julia, they're still in Kuwait. She says they're fine. She says that Salah is a great cat dad, so he's going to take great care of Julia. Apparently, he's tried before to get a visa to go to Canada, and he was denied. He's Syrian, and he is in Kuwait, like, as a refugee. So he does not have this like freedom of travel that a lot of other people have. So he's pretty much stuck there, gonna pay the fines that they're gonna send his way.
She will never return to Syria because
No, to Kuwait.
or Kuwait, excuse me, because she will probably be arrested.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. They'll be like, got her finally.
Yeah, she thought the whole thing was so funny. She was saying to her chat, she's like, are any of you guys fugitives? No, I'm a fugitive. That's so cool. And so many people were donating it to her. She said that she watched the Atozi video that he put up, and she was like, everyone is so crazy with their conspiracy theories, as if they could put me in prison, which... I mean, that's kind of true. Like, she wouldn't have been put in prison. I know there's the threat of she could have gotten up to 7 years, but most likely she would have just been fined and deported. And so she avoided that. She took herself. She
would have been like tied up in the legal system for a bit, like until they were done. You know, she'd been like, all right, we can't stream. You can't. Oh, well, you got Johnny Somalia, right? That guy, over there in Korea. He don't care. He keeps streaming anyway, even though it gets him in more trouble. Yeah, that's what kind of. I wonder if it's gonna be the same situation like that, but I guess she escaped.
She left. she's in her walking girl era. She said she does not have a car and she does not want to spend money on getting Ubers and stuff. So she's in her walking era. So maybe that means she's on a new weight loss journey too. I don't know.
Doesn't mean she's gonna have food delivered. She's not gonna get anywhere. Everything's gonna be delivered.
Oh my gosh! And she said she's already bought another cat too, which is just so like on brand. Really, she says the cat is super morbidly obese and that they're going to be fat together. Well, so I thought that was, I mean, it was hard to even be mad because she was so happy she was cracking up in her live stream. And so you watch it and you're like laughing along with her. And then you realize like, dang, like she's not like a hero. Like she's done some bad stuff, but she's laughing.
She broke the law. She was just trying to help. She was just doing the right thing. They ain't arresting her, and she escaped.
Oh. And also today, Amberlynn Reid also came back today and put a video up because she had she had been missing. Not for the full 2 weeks, but she also was missing for like a week and a half because her tooth fell out of her mouth. She was at bingo and her tooth. She was eating a chicken tender. She was eating a chicken tender. Half of her tooth fell out of her mouth. She went to the dentist. The dentist said, yep.
Half of her tooth?
And pulled the rest of the tooth out, yeah.
What chicken tender was she eating? She
says that it was a little crispy one because they're her favorites, and she gives the fat ones to her mama. So, all right. It was a great day for girls.
Yeah, girl world. There you go. There you go. There's your update. You're welcome. Goodness. What a situation. And I don't, wow. Yeah. Imagine being in that situation. Like you go through all the trouble, you're getting sued for like trying to help a cat, and all of a sudden like missiles are flying through the air and you're like, karma. No, I shouldn't say that. Just kidding. But anyway, that's the end of that video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Love you. Stay tuned, my friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Gore world, baby.